Hello, everyone. Pastor Drone here. Wow. I don't understand why the Black community does not have an outcry against these killings and these shootings in the Black community. We get all of this stir, all of this fight, all of this attention from the media and from Hollywood and from the left and from the Democrats when a police officer is involved in a shooting of a criminal or someone who's resisting arrest or someone who's taken a taser from a police officer or someone who's trying to stab another Black person. But when it's but when it's genocide, it's almost as if the Democratic Party wants it. And I can almost understand that from my research and from knowing the Democrat Party, their history, their etymology, their beginning. They were established on racism against Blacks. They established so many things to kill Black babies, all of that. We already know that stuff. But why doesn't the NBA players, the NFL players, the movie stars, all of the Blacks, all of the talking heads, Black talking heads on MSNBC, CNN, why don't they say anything about the Black killings of Blacks and the shootings, the hundreds of shootings every holiday, every weekend? And this 4th of July was no different. Here we have in Chicago, under Mayor Lightfoot. She is a Black woman, right? She's supposed to care for Black people. She is supposed to do something to stop Black people from killing Blacks because Black lives matter, right? And we can paint it on the street in Washington. We can paint it on the streets in New York in front of the Trump Tower. We can paint Black lives matter, but do they matter to you really? Chicago's bloody 4th of July weekend, listen to this, 92 shot. 92 people shot. You don't hear that on a battleground. You don't hear of 92 people getting shot on a battleground. In all of the wars, we went over there, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, we didn't hear these numbers. We didn't hear these numbers. 92 shot, 16 died, 16 fatally. Listen to this. 6 children were among those who were shot. 6 children. And they're blaming it on racist police officers, or they're blaming it on racist weather. They're blaming it on racist COVID. They're blaming it on racist wind. The clouds are racist. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, in the meanwhile, in the Democrat hellhole in Chicago, 92 were shot, 16 fatally in the bloody 4th of July weekend in Chicago. 6 children were among the injured. In Chicago's deadliest and most violent weekend of 2021. This was on the Chicago Sun-Times. In the deadliest and most violent weekend this year in Chicago, 92 people were shot. Okay. Among the 72 wounded were 6 children and teenagers and 2 Chicago police supervisors. 5 of the children were shot within nine hours Sunday evening through early Monday. Both the number of fatal shootings and the number of shootings overall are highs for 2021, according to Chicago Sun-Times database of shooting. By 5 p.m. Monday, Chicago had recorded 2,000 shootings this year, the Chicago Times database shows. In one of the holiday weekend incidents, 2 people were killed and 4 wounded, including a 12-year-old girl and a 13-year-old boy early Monday in Washington Park on the South Side. That happened around the same time that a 6-year-old girl and a woman was shot in West Pullman, and about 4 hours after an 11-year-old boy and a man were shot in Brainerd on the South Side. And late Sunday afternoon, a 5-year-old girl was shot in the leg, also in West Pullman. Chicago Mayor Lightfoot is a total failure. There. This is, it's crazy. The Black community has been trained up here to ignore the Black lives that are being taken, terrorized by other Black lives. But they'll look over here, one Black life who resisted the police, who was on drugs, who was shooting at the cops from their apartment, and they raise all hell because they have the Democrat Party behind them. And the Democrat Party knows how to pull the emotion strings of the Black community. Those who are in that Black community plantation, they've never left the plantation. They can celebrate June 19th all they want. But until they get free up here, until they break free up here, you still not free. Because the Democrat Party owns you. And Joe Biden had it right. I had to think about it. When he said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't Black, Joe Biden knew exactly what he's talking about, because it's the Democrat Party who gave the Black people their Black identity here in America. Now, the Black identity here in America isn't the same as the Black identity in Africa, Jamaica, you know, and other places where Blacks live. The Black identity here that they want you to have is the one that the rappers, the dads and the baby mamas, the twerkers, the hoes, the pimps, you know, the shooters, the killers, you know, the uneducated, the ones who celebrate being dumb, the homeless, the jobless, you know, that's the image. And that's what Joe Biden said. If you don't vote for me, you ain't Black. I gave you that identity. we taught y'all how to walk with pride and have your pants down and have that swag. We gave you the swag to be jobless, killers, murderers, all that kind of stuff. That's the Black identity that came from the Democrat Party to the Black community. So yeah, that's what we have there. I don't understand. Where's Black Lives Matter at? Where's Black Lives Matter at? Where is the NAACP? Where is it? Where's Al Sharpton? Where's Oprah? Where's the media? Where's the Democrat Black Caucus? Why haven't they said anything about this? You have a Black mayor over Black lives, and she's not lifting a finger about it. They ignore it in every city. Do you understand this? In every inner city, this stuff goes on. They don't take the guns away from the criminals, and they're not even locking the criminals up, but they want to take the guns away from law-abiding citizens and allow the criminals to keep their guns and keep the killing going. Is this a plan? And the Black populace at large, they don't say anything. They don't go knocking on her door and knocking down her door and going up and having news briefings and calling the media and asking her, what is she going to do to stop this killing? What are you going to do? You're going to defund the police for what? You need more police to go in there and take these guns and stop these killings. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I don't understand why Black people are so silent on this. They have to retrain their brain. Because if they can't get white mommy and white daddy from the Democrat Party to get worked up about it, if the white folks on the left, the Democrats, if the white Democrats aren't worked up about it, well, then they don't get worked up about it. But the minute the white folks and the white media on the left and the Democrats, they get worked up about a situation, then the Black community get worked up about it. But when you see 92 of your own people shot, somebody tried to take their life. I don't care what color they were to try to take their life. And you remain silent and you run around here talking about Black Lives Matter and burning and looting and shooting over one Black life. And you see 92 lives attempted murder and you say nothing? Kind of crazy. Don't forget to give me a sub here to this channel and a like, and I'll see you on the next one.